What an epic performance. What an act by the one and only veteran actor, Mr. Mamukkoya, in a raw, gritty, serious, dramatic role that he has just knocked it out of the park in the recently released Malayalam movie released directly on Prime Kuruthi. It's also starring Prithviraj Sukumaran, Roshan, Mathew, Shine Tom Chacko, Srindaa, and a couple other people, Murali Gopy as well. And this is directed by Manu Warrier and is a home invasion thriller that is set in the backdrop of communal violence and other such related issues, personal vendetta, revenge, etc. And it is a very neatly packed thriller sort of drama movie. But the biggest takeaway from this movie is the unbelievable performance by Mr. Mamukkoya. Just fantastic, and he was acting without a lot of words and without speaking a lot in much of the movie. When he spoke, it meant something, it delivered something. He had varied tones in the movie, from anger and frustration to regret to sort of living in the past in a slightly nostalgic way of his youth and the crazy things that he's done. He had so many, and of course, he had the philosophical, wise old man sort of approach as well in certain scenes, and he had so many shades to his character that it made it the most interesting character. And I personally cannot imagine this movie without him, his performance, and his character. It was the most critical character for me to enjoy the movie, and he elevated this movie to another level altogether. We'll come back to the performances of others, but let's talk about the movie now. This movie, according to me, is very neatly packed and pretty much a very good effort. However, it does not get there 100%. The reason I say that is because when I think about this movie, I feel like they had the core of the movie, which is the home invasion, starting from Murali Gopy's entry in the movie till the part where a couple people start leaving the house and running after each other. Till that whole core and crux of this movie, I feel like, was absolutely brilliantly written, brilliantly shot, directed, cinematography, dialogues, performances. Everything was so well done that portion is like almost a 5-star entertainment experience. However, the slightly portion before it, that is the start of the movie, which is exploring Roshan Matthew's Ibru character, as well as the final 30 minutes, which suddenly feels like it is jumping out of the main zone and going into a sort of filmy delivery where there are a couple of dramatic twists and turns, events, a convenience of script writing, the direction and storytelling and screenplay itself becomes like you're watching a film. So it became a very contrast of what the main crux was, which was beautifully shot, including the incredible cinematography in there. So overall, I feel like there was some amateur delivery to this. I think this is Manu Warrior's second film, and the dominoes started falling very quickly for me because I just started losing grip with the movie. I started losing the touch and the contact and the sort of experience I was having. The last 30 minutes didn't have much more from the characters to give us, and that also took out some of the interest value. However, coming back to the main portion of the movie, it was really well done. They played their cards so well in setting up the characters, revealing them slowly and steadily, keeping that tension built up, keeping that mystery built up. You don't know a lot about these characters as they slowly get revealed. You don't know how predictable they are or not predictable they are. They all have or all do a certain thing that is unpredictable based on the situation that they are in, and so those portions were very well handled. Therefore, this entire movie, again supported by all the brilliant performances, is definitely an above average movie. Prithviraj Sukumaran is menacing in this movie, and an unbelievable performance when he first enters and has a sort of screen presence for 15 to 20 minutes where he starts delivering a couple tales and dialogues and starts communicating with the people in the room. He brought it up himself that Christoph Waltz could have been a reference, where in Inglourious Basterds, Christoph Waltz comes in the opening scene, and it's just this extreme tension and this sort of menacing character, and everyone is just looking and watching him talk and speak and question and It's just like the center of attraction with a really crazy feel and vibe to the character. And I think that's what they've tried to do here very successfully, and it is just an incredible delivery by Prithviraj, who's done fantastic in this movie throughout. However, as I said, with most of the characters, after a point, this exploration stops and it then becomes the same thing for the remainder of the movie. It was good until all the characters were being unwrapped slow and steady. Great performances as well by Roshan, Mathew, and Srindaa, and of course Murali Gopy, who's a towering personality that actually boosted this film because his entry marks the start of this invasion thriller. And any other supporting characters like Shine Tom, Chacko, etc. were very well and very naturally balanced in this movie. So I enjoyed all the performances. Going with 3 stars for Kuruthi, because that portion was 30 minutes, that it's not just that the last 5 minutes was off the track. After a point, the film started losing the writing. So 3 stars for Kuruthi. Let me know what you guys thought of the movie as well. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep watching for much more.